Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back here with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing Army of the Dead 2021 review here on the channel. So yeah, anyways, let's get into this. So yeah, Army of the Dead, new movie here, release. I think you guys would be seeing this on Monday or release actually Friday. Yeah, Army of the Dead. So anyways, let's get into this review here on this channel. Yeah. So yeah, Army of the Dead. A lot of interesting facts about this movie. I mean, not facts. Interesting things about this movie. Uh, Very interesting to see exactly what's going on with Zack Snyder after seeing the Snyder Cut of the Justice League, of course, which is his last movie, came out March, whatever. But he has another movie coming out, and it's, of course, Army of the Dead. So Army of the Dead really captures the uh, zombie apocalypse, and it mashes up with the genre of a heist kind of genre. So it's kind of like a zombie apocalypse heist mashup here, and I thought the kind of idea for that was really interesting. I mean, typically when you think of, say, zombie apocalypse, you think of let's fight against the zombies, or let's have run because let's get into a quarantine zone or something like that. You would think that's kind of where the plot point is, um, in terms of just in terms of the fact with the zombie movies and stuff like that. Whereas this is more of like, again, it adds in that bit of heist in it too. So I thought that was really interesting in the terms of the idea for this movie. Very pretty interesting there. Uh, Story again the story wise, I thought it was pleasantly pretty good. I mean, I like the mashup of the heist and just the zombie apocalypse thing. I think it's really interesting. The action wise, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was pretty good for what it was. Just it was awesome seeing Dave Bautista. He was a real good highlight of this movie. Just facing off against zombies, killing them with guns, swords, chainsaws, all these different stuff. It was really interesting. Very gory, I must say that as well. Very gory. Uh, just with the fact that it's a zombie apocalypse movie. What do you expect? But it's very gory. Warning. That's just a warning there. Yeah. I thought the cinematography in the movie was pretty well. Now I watched the Snyder, not the Snyder, sorry, the kind of behind the scenes kind of thing there that they added as well, and I've seen that Zack Snyder actually completely like CGI'd kind of Las Vegas, and he wanted to make it look like it was kind of destroyed during our zombie apocalypse, of course, right? So he wanted to point out very memorable things per se from, say, Las Vegas and stuff like that. So I thought he did an awesome job with the cinematography and stuff like that. It really captures the zombie apocalypse in Las Vegas during this time, so I thought that was pretty good as well. Uh, I thought, I thought the acting was pretty good. I mean, the cast of characters were really pretty interesting. I saw with the helicopter girl, they actually changed the actor last minute. I thought she did all right. I mean, I had no problems with her. I thought the whole cast did pretty good. I mean, I've been enjoying more the guy who plays I forget his name. If I search it up real quick, I thought Theo Rossi was definitely really interesting in the movie. Pretty much the whole cast. I thought Matthias Schoen offer. I'm horribly butchered his name. My apologies. But I thought he was really interesting as well. Ella Purnell, pretty interesting. Dave Bautista, highlight of the show. He was pretty interesting as well. I thought acting wise they were pretty good. I had no complaints about that. Writing, I gonna be honest with you guys, it was decent. It wasn't the best. But it wasn't the worst at the same time. It was very much in the middle, but more better. I thought, personally, I thought the writing for this movie was a bit better than the Snyder Cut. In all honesty, I thought the writing was just better, in my personal opinion. Uh, the problem I really had with the movie was per se, it felt very stretched. Now the movie was about like 2.5 hours, close to 2.5 hours, I'm pretty sure. But personally, I felt there was a lot of scenes that were very stretched, especially in terms of writing mistakes, or not really writing mistakes, but just with the fact that I kind of felt like Dave Bautista and his daughter, the characters in the movie, didn't. It felt very random and just predictable and just not straight to the point, but just it felt very awfully written, in my personal opinion. I thought the writing was a bit rushed on that account. I mean, it kind of was like just just there, to be honest, you guys, for plot point, which I didn't really like too much. I mean, yeah, it wasn't too good, but yeah, there's that as well. Pacing again was off. I thought it was very much off in terms of the movie. I mean, it personally, this is how it went for me. It went fast, slow, and then it just kept going fast and slow constantly, like every 20 minutes. I thought it would go one good part, but then it would go very slow. And that's just something I don't like too much. It's not a huge problem with Zack Snyder, but you tend to see that with a lot of his movies. Personally, I've seen a bunch of his movies before, and it, he just really does it has problems with pacing. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, pacing's got a bit better than the Snyder Cut, for example, but it's still not too good. Uh, some of the CGI and special effects were kind of off sometimes. I felt it was kind of stupid. Like some of the zombies sometimes just looked very strange, and it looked at times very low budget, and I didn't really like that too much. I mean, it felt like they kind of again rushing towards the end, just for CGI and stuff like that. Like that's something I didn't don't really like about a lot of movies and stuff. And it's very hard to deal with. Is just it sometimes CGI can be very good at the beginning, and then slowly when you go into the end, it kind of seems like you ran out of money, and it wasn't too good. And that's kind of an example with this movie. But overall, I thought this was an enjoyable movie to watch. Pretty interesting, really cool. Kind of if you're into like that whole zombie apocalypse thing, I definitely think you would like this movie. Uh, yeah, I've heard a lot of people. Personally, per se myself, I'm not too much into zombie movies and stuff like that. But I just thought I'd give this a watch. But to like my friends and stuff, that people I know and all that, I asked them how they felt about this movie with it being a zombie flick, and they were like, they thought this idea was pretty well done. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting the idea. That's what they said. But anyways, that's pretty much it. My overall rating, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. I cited various reasons why exactly I don't really like certain parts, but anyways, it's an enjoyable film. But anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.